for me, coming to Vallarta wasn't like my life plan. You know, I had a big birthday coming up. My 30th birthday was coming up 100 years ago. And my friend at that time, and I told him, you know, I don't want to be in LA for my 30th birthday. I want to go somewhere fun and different and have a good time. And he had been to Vallarta the year prior. And he said, hey, why don't we go to Puerto Vallarta? I showed you the photos. It's a great place to go. It's a lot of fun. I said, done. Let's book it. So we booked the airfare, you know, rented a condo at the building called Lapa Lapa, you know, right on Los Muertos Beach. It has a restaurant with the same name. And I landed on November 2nd, 2001. So now I'm dating myself. And I was here for 9 days and had the time of my life. And up until that point in my life, I was ready to leave, you know, LA. You know, for like the last 3 to 5 years up until that point, I wanted to make a change. I just wasn't, LA has everything, but I just felt like, you know, it's time to move on. I want to experience something else. You know, there's a lot more, there are a lot more places for me to explore, and I thought maybe moving somewhere else in the States. I didn't think I was going to move to Mexico or any other country, you know? So when I got here, it just made sense. It just felt organic. You know, from the mountains to the ocean, to the people, to the climate, you know, it just really, Vallarta connected with me. So I made a promise to myself that I was going to move here. So when I flew back to LA after 9 days, I chatted with my family. I said, okay, folks, just so you know, I'm moving to Mexico in 2 years. They're like, what? No, what are you talking about? But I gave them a 2-year time frame, and I gave myself a 2-year time frame. And I came down here, I think it was another 5 more times, just to make sure it's not a vacation feeling. So every time I came down and I performed my due diligence, I spoke with other Americans and Canadians who moved to Vallarta to see what their experience was like. Now that they're here, are they happy? Is this working for them? Did they make a mistake? And every single one of them were so happy to be here, and they were so forthcoming and sharing with me their stories, their experiences, and the things that they did that worked for them. So I took all those little bits and pieces and all those little nuggets, and I formulated my plan. And then almost exactly 2 years after my first trip, I moved to PV, 2003.